for a couple of items for the Streets and Sidewalks Committee to consider. And the first one is the bidding authorization for our 2019 paving program. And Mr. Titterington, are you going to start that discussion?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Recently we came to you and asked for a recommendation to the council to authorize bidding of our annual paving program in a not to exceed $1,180,000. That was $1 million in paving plus some additional items. Archer Park parking lot, about 2/3 of the parking lot needs to be resurfaced. A section of the cemetery roads, as well as two alternates, one some rec trail resurfacing and the other an alternate bid for overlaying the golf course parking lot. That all came to $1.18 million. Since that meeting, since that recommendation, Governor DeWine passed the increase to the gas tax into law that will take effect starting in July 1st. They run a July 1st through June 30th calendar. So third and fourth quarter, we should start to see an increase in the amount of gas tax proceeds that we receive. We are estimated on an annual basis. Again, these are just estimates because it all depends on how much gas is purchased. To receive in the area of $575,000 when the program is fully implemented. So that's not a 2019 forecast, that's an annual all-in forecast. And so we felt the need to take the opportunity to see if there were any other logical groups of streets that are could benefit from being overlaid this year versus waiting till future years and would not be impacted on, by any future utility work and scheduled repairs such as the Vectron work. And so staff is recommending that we add a section of Dickerson, Southview, and Southview Drives, as well as Arbor Vitae Circle, which is in the Pleasant View, Southview area, to the list, adding just over 3/4 of a lane mile to the list. That will be, we estimate about $80,000 maybe, plus it'll leave us with some contingency, and then the other, to round it up to another 100,000 or a total of 100,000. Is that we, staff has talked to a street assessment company that actually goes in and analyzes with some equipment, some technology, and takes pictures of every 10 feet of roads, and then they do an updated grading, so it's more sophisticated than what we've done in the past in 2017. They can do that for under $12,000, and so we felt that this would be a good opportunity to do that, given the fact that we have had a lot of utility work going on, as well as we've had two fairly vigorous winter seasons, and so it might be a good time to update the rating of our streets. And so we're asking to be able to do that as part of an additional request for $100,000 extra beyond what you had already recommended last week. So the total then recommendation to council that we're requesting is $1,280,000.
Okay, and when you use the word assessment, I want to put the viewing public out there at ease. This is not an assessment to them. It's just an assessment. This is not a financial.
This is a grading of the roads.
Right.
You know, it also offers, with this company, the ability, they will have a website, and so residents, property owners can go and and plug in their particular address and see the condition of their road, and then we will be reestablishing the estimated years that we would put that on the annual program.
And this is in addition also to the general pothole repair, crack sealing, tarring of cracks and other things like that. This is not included in this program. Okay, I don't have any other questions. Mr. Lutz, do you?
So these are not revenues that we've seen yet, but are anticipated revenues to come in after July 1st?
Correct. Start coming in, yes.
Okay. I've got no questions.
Any other council persons? Madam President, Mr. Mayor, anybody have any questions on this item? Anyone in the audience have any questions about this item? Okay. Seeing none, Mr. Lutz, what's your pleasure on this?
Let's move ahead.
Okay. It is unanimous with the committee that is here to proceed as staff is recommending and requested. This is not an emergency, is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. Then any other items come before the Streets and Sidewalk Committee?
No, sir.
Then we are adjourned. Thank you all for attending.